Hey guys, Prison here. Profiling my Fluffal deck profile for you guys for the March 2018 format. I already uploaded a video for this, but everybody said it's really quiet, so I'm trying to make that better for you guys today, okay? Alright, finally got all the cards for this deck, so I want to show it off for you guys, at least how I play it. Play 3 Fluffal Dog, he's your searcher. He can add any edge imp or Fluffal monster from deck to hand when he's summoned or special summoned, so he can combo a Toy Vendor, just really good. And he's an Earth 2 for Mrs. Radiant, which is awesome. 3 Bear, your next most important one. Ditch him to set a Toy Vendor from your deck. Or you can tribute him and add a Poly from grave to hand, which is awesome to recycle. And then 3 Fluffalwings. These cards go in combo together. So you can, if you open up Dog and Wings, you can summon Dog, just search Bear, ditch Bear for Toy Vendor. Activate Toy Vendor, ditch Wings for Toy Vendor's effect, and then banish Bear to pop the Toy Vendor. Banish Wings and Bear to pop the Toy Vendor, draw 2 and search, which is sweet. 3 Fluffal because you can only run 3 Polys, so being able to search, it's awesome. And this is basically 3 copies of Poly as well. Being able to pay 500 infusion with monsters is really cool. And then I run 2 Rabbit, 2 Cat, just to recycle. So Rabbit will add, when it chooses a fusion material, it add a monster that you use for the fusion summon back to hand, and Cat will add Poly back to hand, so it helps you overextend. I play 3 Mouse. Most people don't play it, but I love this card with Fright for Tiger. Really awesome. If you summon it, you can special summon up to 2 copies from the deck. So play all 3 and then fusion summon, and that gives you 3 materials, so then you can pop 3 cards or use it for a Sabertooth, which is cool. My last Fluffal is 1 Fluffal Octopus. I haven't actually tested him very much, but I'm pretty sure he adds one from, yeah, when it's normal switch, you can target a Fluffal regime and add it from your grave to hand. So he's just a cool normal summon. And he can add a banish card, I think, back to the graveyard. Yeah, up to 2 banished monsters when you use to fusion summon a Fright Fur. I'm just running the one. I like him. It just helps you add something back, like a dog or something else late game, but you really don't want to draw a whole bunch other than that. But the ones are working out fine. That's it for the Fluffals. For the Edge Imps, I play 3 Edge Imp Chain. When he attacks, you can add another copy from deck to hand, and when he's used a fusion summon, you can add a Fright for spell or trap from deck, which is awesome. That helps you extend a lot. If you can like Poly with him, and then search out like your Fright for fusion, and then fusion summon again, just sweet. And then 3 Sabers, because most of them take Sabers. He's like a Plague Spreader. You set a card from your deck from your hand on top of your deck, and special summon him from your grave, which is awesome. Using fusion summon. And I play 1 Tour Guide, just to make sure I can get it out of deck, and then if I special summon off a Tour Guide, I can either link summon with them, or I can just use the Edge Imp that I special summon, fusion summon with a Poly, so. And you can overlay if you need, which is cool. That's it for the Edge Imps, though. So they either need Saber, Chain, or they just need an Edge Imp, which is awesome. Alright, so that's it for the monsters. On to the spells. 3 Toy Vendor, like I said, if it gets destroyed and sent to the graveyard, you can add an Edge Imp or Fluffal monster from deck to hand, and its effect is you can discard a card and reveal 1 card at the top of your deck. If it's a Fluffal, you can special summon any Fluffal monster from here. It doesn't have to be one you revealed. Not you send it to the grave. Which is pretty awesome. Like if you reveal a Chain too, you can still get its effect when it gets sent, but this is what you use to combo with Bear and Wings. And the only Fright for spell I'm running currently is 3 Fusion. It's like a Miracle Fusion for heroes. You can banish materials that you need for fusion summon with it, and you can use them from grave too, which is awesome. That's why it's good with Chain. Fusion summon like Chain Fluffal, and then search this, and then use the 2 you just used for that fusion summon for another one. Which is cool. Assuming you have the extra deck zones on board, so. With like monsters. 3 Poly, of course, because it's a fusion summon deck, you can search it off of Owl. 1 Foolish Burial, just to get the wings that you need in grave, or to get the sabers in grave, so you can start going off, which is cool. And then my last spell, just as a fill, I run 1 Chalice just to protect me. Comes in handy sometimes. That's it for the spells. I thought about Fright for Factory, but I don't have it in here at the moment. I run 2 Fright for March. I haven't actually used this card in a little bit though, but when Switch Up Monster effect is activated that targets a Fright for monster, you control, you can negate it and destroy it, and then you can send that targeted Fright for monster to the graveyard and special summon. I think it's level 8 or higher Fright for fusion. Yep, and straight at fusion summon. So like, if I have like a sheep on board or whatever, like Fright for sheep, and they go to like target with Forbidden Chalice, I can activate this, negate it, and then I can send that sheep to the grave and fusion summon a Sabertooth, and that counts as a fusion summon, so he'll get his effect to bring back that sheep, which is really cool. My last one's one Spiritual Swords of Revealing Light. You can pay 1,000 negate attack once per turn to negate an attack once per turn, and while it's engraved, you can banish it when you get attacked directly in the battle phase. This is just something to help stall, because I don't have very much protection in this deck. So for the main deck, 40 cards. On to the extra. This is going to be 15 cards. So Fright for Sabretooth. I run 3 of him. If you summon him using a Fright Fur and then 1 or more, you can do 1 or more Fluffal or Edge monsters, doesn't matter. But if you use 3 or more materials to bring him out, he can't be targeted or destroyed by card effects, I'm pretty sure is what it is. Yes. And then when he is Fusion Summoned, you can special summon a Fright Fur Fusion monster from your grave. And then all Fright Fur monsters gain 400 attack. So this is really cool, especially if you bring back a Tiger, because Tiger gives attack gain too. Next is 2 Fright Fur Tiger, 1 Gem Savers, and 1 or more Fluffal monsters. So depending on how many materials you use for him is how many cards you get to destroy on the field. With his effect, you can target cards up to the number of materials to destroy, so he can almost be a Heavy Storm sometimes and blow out your opponent's back row. 1 Fright Fur Sheep. When this card attacks, your opponent can activate anything, and the first time it gets destroyed by something, it can bring itself back that turn and it gains 800, so it's at 28. It doesn't stack, unfortunately, but it's like an Archimedes, which is sweet. 1 Wolf. This one takes an Edge Chain and a Fluffal monster. This takes Edge Sabers and a Fluffal, or 1 or more Fluffals, and depending on how many Fluffals you use for the Fusion Summon is how many times you can attack, so this card can upload DK. My next one is 1 Fright for Daredevil. This is a new one. When he destroys an opponent's monster by battle, you deal 1,000, and when he gets destroyed, you deal 500 for each Fright for monster in your graveyard. So he's just like a late game, kind of like help push to DK or go for game, which is cool. 1 Fright for Kraken. This just takes a Fright for and any Fluffal. This one takes a Fright for any Fluffal. Once per turn, you can target a card in the field and send it to the graveyard, but he can't attack that turn. And when he attacks, he can attack twice. And after he's done attacking, he switches to defense. And he's 2200 attack, 3000 defense, which is pretty good stats. Doesn't target when he sends, I don't think, which is awesome. I'm pretty sure. Let me check. No, it targets, but it's still good. 1 Fright for Bear. I just run this basically for nostalgia. This is the card that got me into the deck. But when it destroys an opponent's monster by battle, you can equip that monster to it as a equip spell, and he gains 1,000. So he can kind of get out of hand. 1 Exceed is 1 Leviathan Dragon, so you can get that Edge Imp in the grave as soon as you play this, and you have a 25 beater. And then on to my links. I play 1 Mrs. Radiant because your dog and your mouses are all Earths. 1 Tri-Gate Wizard. Just when you get more than 1 link on board, you can start doing combos with him. 1 Gaia Saber, the Lightning Shadow. He has a length 3, but he opens up more space. He has a 26 beater. And then 1 Deco Talker, which is pretty cool if you can do like, if you can fusion summon a Saber and bring back something, and you have another monster on board, you can link summon into him, and then Fright for a fusion into another Saber and bring out another one from grave. So then you have like a Deco Talker that's at like 33, a Sabretooth, and then 1 other fusion, which is hopefully a Tiger, and they'll gain 700, all Fright Furs. Just a nice combo. But yeah, this is my Fluffal deck. I might not run it the way everybody else does, but this is how I run it, and I hope you guys do enjoy the deck profile, alright? See ya.